acknowledge the presence of Senator Bunch, who's come in the back of the room. You don't need to. Made the speech this morning, but none of you need to sit in the back. You're welcome to join us as long as we have room, and we still have plenty of room. And somebody's hiding down there. There he is. There he is, Representative McDaniel. Welcome. Glad to have you with us as well. Representative Hill.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Well, William, as it pertains to the Office of Secretary of State, there's going to be a lot, or there is the potential now, because of the new majority status that we have, of the changeover of the state election coordinator and all the county election coordinators. What is your position on that, and what is the role of the Secretary of State if you were to get that position in the changer of those two positions?
It's my understanding that the Secretary of State is the one that appoints the state election coordinator, and I've already been bombarded because I've been I guess the ranking Republican in Campbell County for a number of years. People talking about who we're gonna put on, what's your choice for the election commission and the election registrar, and have had discussions with different office holders in adjoining counties, concerned about, do we really get
but it's your position that they should change?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay.
By all means.
Okay. Thank you. Glad you're here.
We've had, it's been 140 years coming. They've had their chance to control the election commissions, and they have controlled the election commissions, and now it's the Republicans' chance to do that, and they should be in charge as well.
Senator Stanley.
William, good afternoon. Guess you've heard your former seatmate is recuperating from some knee surgery.
Right.
So I just got an email from him. Thought I'd pass that on to you. You're in a slightly different circumstance. Well, not really. You're in the public sector, and some of our applicants are in the private sector.
Right.
But the question that I would have is, if you were elected to this position, you would give up any other positions, offices, etc., and just devote full time to this.
Exactly. Correct.
My line of questioning obviously was slightly different when it came to what I call the financial officer, Secretary of State, having significant responsibilities, and I know you've touched on the election commission here a little bit, but as you kind of summarize your background, of which you did a little bit in your initial comments, what do you think makes you best prepared to go into the role of Secretary of State, and what would be some of the things you would do maybe for the first few months?
Well, I think that haven't had the experience of working in that office, in that particular office, that I would need to look at the people that are already working for the Secretary of State and assess their roles, because the person in charge is only as good as the people that he has working for him, just like you all know that you're only as good as your assistants that take care of you. And I've worked in retail sales. I've been my own employer. I've been a farmer, part-time farmer, worked in the coal business. I've been worked in the public office for the last probably 21 years. Worked with the federal government and the Department of Agriculture. Was the county executive director, and managed office employees, as well as that in my present role as county mayor.
Well, good. Thank you. See you today.
Mayor, as you see it, what would be your top priority as Secretary of State in terms of the first order of business? Should you be elected?
Well, I think that we need to get with the Republican team and find out, what direction it is that they want to take this state, and to work along with them and in appointing an election coordinator for the state, and the direction that the different commissions and boards and that sort of thing, just take a look at them and see what they have been doing, and see how that relates to the direction that we want the state to go.
And not trying to put you on the spot, but given that and your years of experience here working around various secretaries of state, is there anything that comes to mind that you would do differently than what you've seen done as it's been done for the last ever so many years?
Well, the Secretary of State that we have had, or that we have now, I don't think that he gets out among the membership as much as I would like to, and to find out what the actually what the membership of the General Assembly, how they feel about the Secretary of State's office. Is it doing enough for the different people, the different areas of the state, and so forth?
All right.
I'm more of a hands-on. I'm not just like they said. I don't talk a whole lot, but I do listen, and I do like to get things done.
All right, sir. Representative Hill?
In that line, would you, in the practice of having taxpayer-funded lobbyists in the Secretary of State's office, because currently they have a lobbyist that goes around to the committees, and I don't know what they're lobbying for the Secretary of State's office, because it's a constitutional office.
Right.
But I would think that would be a place that you could maybe have some immediate savings.
Right. Yeah, I really don't see a need for that either. I mean, you've got the different boards that the Secretary of State sits on are represented by different groups that have their own lobbyists. I would see no need for the.
All right. Any other questions or comments from the members? It is more interesting. A lot of the candidates now, most of us know from serving in the General Assembly together, so it does sort of change the dynamic.
I didn't even realize that once we were sitting in the conference room in there, that some of the other folks, I didn't realize all those people were actually running for Secretary of State.
Just one big happy family.
I knew all of them but two. It served with most of them.
Steve, did you want to ask any questions? Representative McDaniel, did you? Okay. Thank you. All right then. Well, made short work of it. Mayor, thank you very much. We appreciate your interest, taking the time to come here today. I know you've got a meeting tonight. And
I do have.
Made a special effort to be here, so we thank you, and we'll let you go beat the weather if you can.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you all for what you're going to do. It's all going to be good.